يقول تعالى في سورة النساء وكلم الله موسى تكليما. We know and we believe that Prophet Musa alayhi salam was given a miracle, was given a gift, such a great gift on Mount Sinai, and that gift is hearing the kalam of Allah Ta'ala. When we say the kalam of Allah, literally this translates to the speech of Allah. But let it be known that the great scholars of Islam, like Al-Imam Abu Hanifa, An-Nu'man ibn Thabit radiyallahu anhu said, the speech, the kalam of Allah is not with a tongue, it is not letters, it is not like the speech of the creation, because the attributes of Allah are different than the attributes of the creation. When we say that Allah Ta'ala yatakallam, when we say that Allah Ta'ala speaks, we do not mean Allah has a tongue and he moves it and he makes sounds. Wal-'iyadhu billah. This is a belief that is against Islam. Many people, unfortunately, and to their loss, have the belief that Allah has a voice or that Allah speaks in a language. Some of them even think Allah speaks in Arabic. Wal-'iyadhu billah. Those people have not understood Tawheed properly. The attributes of Allah are different than the attributes of the creation. The letters have beginnings. The letters are created. Sounds, languages, all of these meanings are meanings that are related to the creation and not to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the scholars of Islam mentioned in their books, yes, Adam, Prophet Musa alayhi salam spoke with Allah. He's known as Kalimullah. He spoke with Allah and Allah spoke with him. But what does that mean? It does not mean Allah talked like we talk, but rather it means Allah Ta'ala gave the ear of Prophet Musa the ability to hear the kalam, which is unlike any other kalam. The kalam which is not a sound, which is not a voice, which is not a letter, which is not a language, which does not have a beginning, which does not have an end, which is unimaginable. I cannot compare it to anything from the creation. And they said that Prophet Musa alayhi salam, he understood things from the kalam of Allah, the holy and the unique kalam of Allah. He understood things and he taught those things to his people in a human language, which was Hebrew. Be warned and be very careful, brothers and sisters, against having beliefs that are against Islam, against having beliefs that are contrary to the Muslim Iman, to the proper belief in Allah. When we say the attributes of Allah are not like the attributes of the creation, we mean that they are unimaginable. They have no beginning. You cannot imagine that. I cannot imagine that. To have a beginning is something I can imagine. To have no beginning and no end is something that is beyond my comprehension. because I am a weak creation with a created imagination. Allah is greater, much greater than that, subhanahu wa ta'ala. When we speak about the attributes of Allah, let not any one of you have images or have thoughts or make comparisons to the created attributes. When we say Allah hears, do not think of your eyes, of your ears. When we say Allah sees, do not think of your eyes. Do not compare the attributes of Allah to the attributes of the creation. There is no comparison. This is what the Quran teaches us. This is what the ulama of Islam all unanimously united upon in understanding the creed of Ahlul Islam. None of them said that Allah speaks with a letter or with a tongue or with a sound or with a language. None of them. Actually, the contrary. They all agreed that giving Allah the attribute of a sound and a letter and a created attribute is kufr. Kufr, yes, disbelief. Protect yourselves and guard your hearts from believing that Allah is attributed with a created speech like me and you. Yes, Allah is attributed with kalam, but the kalam of Allah is different. Close the doors of your imagination and know without a doubt that Allah cannot be imagined. The attributes of Allah cannot be imagined. It is impossible for you to imagine the creator of the imagination and the creator of everything, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Be firm on this. May Allah ta'ala have mercy on you and me and all of us and protect us from the evil of the shaitan and the evil of those who resemble Allah to the creation, the evil of those who have infiltrated our books and our speeches and different websites and different CDs and cassettes in which they speak about Allah, wal-'iyadhu billah, as if they're speaking about a big man or a giant. God protect us and God save us from disbelief. And oh God, oh Allah, we ask you to keep us firm on the aqidah of tanzih, the aqidah of clearing you from the created and non-befitting attributes. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika la ilaha illa ant nu'minu bika wa nuwahhiduka wa la nushabbihuka bi shay'in min al-ashya'. Allahumma rabbana آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار والصلاة والسلام على نور الهدى محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم آمين.